Nature never intended for an adult human to drink milk. In the natural order of things, this resource is a temporary privilege of infancy, a biological umbilical cord that time cuts without mercy. For nearly 70% of the world's population, a glass of milk today is not food, but a biological threat. Most human genes are built for strict efficiency. Once maturity arrives, the enzyme lactase is switched off permanently. But where nature raised a wall, nomads found a loophole in the very code of life, and in doing so, rewrote the rules of survival. The history of milk is not a story about cuisine. It is the story of a great mutation and a triumph of survival on the endless steppes where the land gives neither bread nor fruit. Your body is a strict accountant. It will not spend energy producing the enzyme lactase, required to break down milk sugar, lactose, if that sugar is not part of an adult diet. For people of forests and coastlines, milk remained a foreign substance. When the body encounters lactose without the enzyme to process it, a conflict begins. Undigested sugar becomes fuel for bacteria, turning into fermentation, discomfort, and loss of energy. This was a natural filter. Nature did not ban milk outright. It simply made it energetically unprofitable. And yet, it was precisely this conflict that became the point of origin for a new form of civilization. When the first tribes entered the great emptiness of the Eurasian steppe, they were trapped. There was no stable agriculture here, no forests rich with game, only grass, inedible to humans. The only way to turn that grass into calories was through an animal, cattle, horses, sheep. But to slaughter livestock meant destroying your capital. To survive, people had to learn how to extract energy without taking the animal's life. At this point of desperation, in the Caspian steppes around 5,500 years ago, a rare but decisive shift occurred in DNA. A genetic marker carried today by nearly 90% of Northern Europeans took hold in a small group of people, perhaps in a single chieftain and his descendants. In this group, the lactase gene no longer switched off with age. It did not make them better. The mutation simply did not kill them where others died. Those who could drink milk gained access to protein, fats, and vitamins in any season, even when hunting failed. And so, the nomad became a biological all-terrain vehicle, an autonomous unit of survival in a landscape that remained a dead zone for everyone else. Even with the mutation, nomads understood one thing clearly: raw milk, in large quantities, is a capricious resource. It spoils quickly in the heat and demands enormous energy to digest. The solution was a system of external digestion. Cuisine turned into a chemical laboratory, and fermentation became the main tool of survival. Microorganisms did the work of breaking down lactose inside leather bags long before the milk reached the human body, lifting the metabolic burden from the person. This is how Kuart was born. Dried to the hardness of stone, a true concentrate of life. It was the protein bar of antiquity, the peak of steppe engineering. It did not spoil for years, feared neither heat nor cold, and took up almost no space. It could be gnawed in the saddle or dissolved in water, becoming a complete meal on the move. This was a victory of logistics over mass. While a Roman legionary carried 30 kilograms of gear and remained chained to slow wheat convoys, the nomad carried pure, ready-to-use energy. One small pouch of quart hanging from the saddle granted weeks of autonomy. While empires built roads for supply, the nomad was his own supply base. Milk created a different kind of military power. A settled army was chained to its supply lines. The nomad was free. His provisions moved with him on 4 legs. Horses did not just carry warriors, they fed them. This made it possible to cover dozens of kilometers a day and strike where the enemy had not even managed to post sentries. But behind this freedom stood the strict discipline of the herd. Milk consumption demanded absolute precision: calving seasons, milking cycles, migrations. The entire rhythm of life was subordinated to animal biology. This habit of coordinating thousands of living units transferred seamlessly into military order. The white elixir shaped peoples who felt no fear of distance, turning the chaos of the steppe into a perfectly organized system. When nomads approached the walls of cities, they brought with them a different biological truth. The world of grain built walls to protect its stores. The world of milk had no need for walls. Its power lay in movement. The Great Wall of China is not just a fortification. It is a desperate infrastructural response of a grain-based civilization to a mobility it could not replicate. Today, we casually take milk from a supermarket shelf, forgetting that this sense of normality was paid for by millennia of mutations and by great wars fought in emptiness. What seems ordinary to us today once redrew the borders of empires. We are not here to study a menu. We are here to uncover layers of history frozen inside every taste. Behind the sweetness of milk lie centuries of discipline, will, and human ingenuity, the ability to bypass nature's limits in order to survive. Every time you drink milk without consequences, you are drinking the legacy of the steppe. You are the descendant of that mutation. If stories like this change the way you see the world, subscribing helps us keep telling them. It is the best way to make sure this project does not disappear. Leave a like if you believe depth matters more than surface. Stay with us. See you in the next chapter.